Welcome, my name is Jasmine. For those of you that are new here and for those that are returning, welcome back. Today I have a fun little flow for us to open up the entire body to get us moving. So let's get started in child's pose. Start by bringing the knees to the outer edges of the mat and allow the toes to kiss. Begin to sink the hips back towards the heels, extend the hands to the top of the mat. Forehead meets the ground. And from here, allow the body to soften and get heavy. Think about the hips sinking closer to the heels of the feet. And you soften the face and the shoulders, allowing the chest to melt down. And from here, begin to just notice the quality of your breath. Noticing if it's short or shallow, if it feels choppy, or if you're breathing out the nose or mouth. Just taking a moment to observe how the air flows in and out of the lungs. Now, if you'd like, you can seal the lips and start to breathe in and out the nose. And this is our Ujjayi breath. It's a slight constriction at the back of the throat. And taking full deep breaths in. And a complete exhalation out. Begin to walk the hands in closer to one another. Start to bend at the elbows. Bring the hands to touch. And we'll bring the thumb to the nape of the neck, finding this stretch in the backs of the arms. Take a breath in and breath out. Breath in, feel the side body expand. And breath out. Let it go. All right, we'll begin to bring the hands back onto the mat. Press into the hands, roll into a tabletop position. All right, from here we'll find any wiggles, any movement that feels good to you. Maybe you wag the dog by shaking the hips left to right, gazing past the shoulders, really feeling this in the side body. All right, we find neutral. And from here, begin to notice what you're doing in the shoulders. If you're sinking into the shoulders, start to lift out of them here. We'll start with these shoulder shrugs here, but notice if you have this arch in the lower back, draw the tailbone towards the back of the mat, down towards the heels of the feet slightly. And then you'll take an inhale, press out of the hands, out of the shoulders, and then exhale, see if you can just drop them down. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, lower. Keeping the arms straight, elbows straight, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Notice if the neck is looking forward. See if you can draw the chin in slightly. Look in between the hands. Just do this a few more times. Pressing into the hands and the fingertips evenly. All right, walk the hands out. We're coming into puppy pose. Forehead or chin on the mat. Tailbones lifted. Arms, shoulders soften away from the ears. And think about lifting the tailbone up towards the sky, feeling this stretch through the front body, the belly, the chest, the neck, and opening up through the shoulders. Allowing the breath to get you deeper into this posture. Take a breath in and breath out. All right, we'll walk the hands back in underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Up and back, it's a downward facing dog. We'll begin to warm up the body with a few sun sal A's. A slow walk to the top of the mat. However you like to get there, maybe walking the toes in front of one another. We'll inhale, halfway lift when you arrive. Exhale, fold. We'll inhale, root to rise, reach up. Exhale, draw the hands through to heart center. Bring them down to alongside the body. We're standing in Tadasana. Ground down through the feet, lift the kneecaps up, engage the quads. Tailbone roots down towards the mat below, shoulders roll back. Collarbone is spread wide. Think of the crown of the head lifting up towards the sky. And stay here for a moment. If you'd like, you can set an intention for your practice before we get moving. An intention, a sankalpa, is something that you can come back to during your practice. Something that can keep you in the present moment when you notice the mind wanders. And if you don't have one, that's okay. It could be a word, a mantra. Breath in, reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, we fold, hinging at the hips, think flat back, bend the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, right foot steps back, left foot meets it. For this round, we'll lower the knees down onto the mat, shift the shoulders past the wrists. On the exhale, draw the elbows back into the side body. We're in a half chaturanga. Inhale, scoop the chest through the gate of the arms. Allow the legs to spread apart. It's a cobra. Inhale. Exhale, we push up and back, downward facing dog. We'll take a walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach up. Exhale, draw the hands down. Tadasana. All right, let's go. This time, we'll go a little bit faster. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, shoulder blades together. Exhale, left foot steps back, right foot meets it. This time, squeeze the legs together, shift the shoulders past the wrists. We'll exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, come onto the tops of the feet, upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, we push up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath here and breath out. Look in between the hands. It's a hopper step to the top of the mat. Once you arrive, it's a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands come down. Tadasana. All right, inhale, reach up. We're gonna move a little faster. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hopper step to the back of the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath, inhale. Exhale. Look in between the hands, hopper step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Look up, reach, get long throughout the side body. Exhale, lower the hands down, Tadasana. All right, we'll inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, fold over the legs. Keep it bend in the knees, it's okay. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, hopper step to the back of the mat. We'll inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push up and back, downward facing dog. We're here for a few breaths. So ground down through the hands and the feet. Notice what the hands are doing. See if you can press into the fingertips, the knuckles, the pads of the hands, the heels of the hands. Really pressing into the pointer finger and the thumb finger and finding this lift in between them. Finding our Hasta Bandha. We're pressing into both feet evenly, really drilling the heels of the feet towards the mat. Allow the arms to become straight. Think about soft parts of the elbows facing one another. The chin is coming towards the chest. We're pressing the chest towards the thighs, and we're lifting the tailbone up towards the sky. One more breath here. Full release, let it go. We'll inhale, reach the right toes up towards the sky. Bend the knee, draw the heel of the foot towards the glutes. And we'll find those rotations in the hip by allowing the knee to come up and down towards the mat. Go in the opposite direction. We'll inhale, the right toes go up towards the sky. On the exhale, bring the right foot in between the hands. We're lowering the left knee down. We'll inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, find a cactus in the arms. Think elbows forward, palm back. Open up through your heart. We'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant the hands to frame the right foot. We're walking the hands back. It's a half split. Toes peel off the mat. Think about pulling this right heel back. So right hip is going back, left hip forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold over the right leg. Opening up through the back of the leg, the hamstring. Inhale, half lift. Think about pressing the chest towards the top of the mat, and then exhale, fold. All right, inhale, we're walking the hands to frame the right foot. Lift the left knee off the mat. Right foot goes back. It's a high plank position. We're holding here. Think about what we did earlier. Press into the hands so much that we're not sinking into our shoulders. Legs are strong. Zip together. Exhale, downward facing dog. Next, inhale, left toes go up towards the sky. Bend the knee, heel to glute. Make those circular rotations with the knee going up and down in one direction. And then go in the opposite direction. Maybe your hip pops like mine. All right, we'll inhale, left toes go up towards the sky. Exhale, we're drawing the knee in. Plant it in between the hands. Right knee lowers. We inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. On the exhale, we cactus out the arms, open up through the heart. Think about pressing the chest up towards the sky. Beautiful. Inhale up. Exhale, plant the hands to frame the left foot, and then we walk ourselves back into our half split. Toes peel off the mat. Think left hip coming back, right hip forward. Big breath here. Exhale, fold. It's a great place for blocks. Big breath in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Maybe getting a little bit deeper this side. We'll inhale, walk the hands, bend back into that left knee. Tuck the right toes, lift the knee off the mat. The left toe goes back. We're holding on to this high plank. So we're on the balls of the feet. Think about the heels of the feet in line with the toes. Draw the navel in. Maybe you need to adjust a little bit if you don't feel comfortable here. Press into the hands, draw the navel in, and we're holding for 5. Big breath in for 4. Think about tailbone towards the heels of the feet for 3. Release any tension in the neck for 2. One more breath in, inhale. On the exhale, we push back, downward facing dog. Find a wiggle. So toes together, about hip distance apart. Whatever feels good in your body today. Next, inhale, the right toes go up. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands. We're opening up to a warrior 2, so the back leg is parallel to the back edge of the mat. We inhale, open up. Soften the shoulders, ground down through the feet. All right, we're gonna find our peaceful. So inhale, we'll flip the palm, reach forward. Find the reverse. So left hand is light on the back leg and the right arm reaches up and over. Finding this stretch through the right side body here. Think about rolling the right shoulder back. Inhale, come back into your warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. Bring the forearm onto the thigh. Left arm reaches up and over. We're opening up the body towards the left side of the mat, and think about this right rib cage spinning towards the sky. You'll inhale, come back into your warrior two. We'll exhale, bring the hands to frame the right foot. This time the left foot steps to the top of the mat. It's a halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands along the side body. We're gonna bring the hands to interlace behind the small of the back. So elbows can be bent for a moment, and then draw the fist package towards the heels of the feet. So we're squeezing our shoulder blades together. Stand tall. We're not finding a back bend just yet. From here, think about lifting the chest up towards the sky and then pulling the fist package down. Finding this opening through the collarbones, through the chest, and the throat. If the neck allows, maybe you bring the head back. Open up. All right, inhale, come back to center, crown of the head shining up towards the sky. Keep the clasp of the hands. We're gonna heel toe the feet about hip distance apart if you're not already there. We're gonna soften throughout the elbows. Take an inhale. On the exhale, we fold over the legs. Keep the hands exactly where they're at, the small of the back. Keep a bend in the knees. Allow the head to relax down. Once you're here, if you want, release the hands off of the lower back and lift the fist up towards the sky or maybe towards the top of your mat. If this is comfortable right here, stay here. If you want a little bit more in the hamstrings, begin to straighten the legs. Maybe the chest comes off the belly, the chest comes off of the thighs, and that's okay. Let the head hang heavy. Begin to reach the fist package to the top of the mat. And breathe. Take a deep breath in and slow breath out. And release the hands to the lower back and then on to the mat below. We'll inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. We'll inhale, halfway lift. Plant the hands, hopper steps to the back of the mat. We'll inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Ground down through the right foot. Next inhale, left toes go up towards the sky. On the exhale, bring them through in between the hands. Bring that warrior two setup on the left side. So inhale, cartwheel the arms open. Find your warrior two. Notice if the left knee is sickling in. See if you can press it towards the left side of the mat. Soften the shoulders, soften the jaw. Inhale, reach the fingertips forward and reverse. Finding the side body stretch on the left side this time. Palm is facing down, gaze is up. We'll inhale, come back into your warrior two, and then we find our side angle. Forearm to thigh, right arm reaches up and over. Find this long line of energy from the right fingertips all the way to the outer blade of the right foot. Sink into the left knee a little bit more. Inhale, cartwheel open, warrior two. We'll bring the hands to frame the left foot. Step the right toes to the top of the mat and fold over the legs. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. From here, begin to bend the right knee and plant the right hand underneath your face. On the inhale, the left arm is going to reach up towards the sky. Maybe you're wobbly like me. You can always walk the foot out a little bit. We're finding this stretch in the IT band on the left side here. Think about this left shoulder peeling back towards the spine. All right, exhale, release the left hand down. We're going to the other side. So this time the left knee bends, right leg straightens, and we reach the arm up towards the sky on the inhale. Notice if the hips are pushing towards the right side of the mat. See if you can draw them back. Take a breath in and a slow breath out. One more just like that. Breath in, breath out. Release the right hand down, straighten both legs, and we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, hop or step to the back of the mat. We'll just push back, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, right toes go up towards the sky. Exhale, bring them through in between the hands. Open up, warrior two. Take a breath in, and breath out. We're gonna find that reverse peaceful warrior. So inhale, flip the palm, reach forward, find the reverse. Maybe this time you find the left hand comes behind this back and you find the right hip. Inhale, warrior two, just a breath. Exhale, side angle. You'll inhale, come back into your warrior two. Lift the left heel, spin the toes to the top of the mat. You're in a crescent lunge. We'll exhale, release the hands down onto the mat. Right foot goes back, high plank position. We'll exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left toes go up towards the sky. Exhale, bring them through in between the hands. Setting up for your warrior two. Inhale, we cartwheel open. We'll inhale, flip the palm, find the reverse. Maybe this time the right hand comes behind the back and finds that left hip. Inhale, come back into your warrior two. Exhale, side angle stretch. Press the hips towards the right side of the mat. Inhale, warrior two. We're coming onto the ball of the right foot. We'll inhale the right arm, left arm goes up. We're in our crescent lunge. Notice if you're splaying out in the ribs. See if you can knit the rib cage in. Exhale, release the hands down onto the mat. Left foot goes back, high plank position. We'll exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, look up. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Take a deep breath in. Slow breath out. Think about pressing the chest towards the thighs, lifting the tailbone up towards the sky. Okay, we're gonna do this again. Finding that same flow, adding on. Inhale, right toes go up towards the sky. Exhale, bring them through in between the foot. We'll spin open into your warrior two. Settle in here. We'll inhale, reach forward, find the reverse. Option to bind or just allow the leg to slide down. We'll inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. You can leave forearm on the thigh or you can bring the hand to the inner blade of the right foot. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Gaze is up. Extended side angle by reaching the left arm to the top of the mat. Again, think about spinning this right rib cage up towards the sky. All right, using your core, inhale, come back, warrior two. Coming into our crescent lunge, so come onto the ball of the left foot, inhale, left arm, right arm reaches up, crescent lunge. Exhale, release the hands down onto the mat, right toes go back. Option for a vinyasa or go back into your downward facing dog. We'll exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. 1 breath here, deep belly breath in. Slow release out. All right, left toes go up towards the sky. Exhale, draw the knee in, plant it in between the hands, spin into your warrior two. Gazing past those left fingertips, we'll inhale, flip the palm, find the reverse. Again, you can find that bind if you'd like. And you'll exhale, warrior two. Exhale, find your side angle stretch. So the arm can rest on the thigh or bring it to the inner blade of the left foot. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. Find your extended side angle by reaching the right hand towards the top of the mat, palms facing down. Finding that left rib cage coming towards the right side of the mat. Gaze up. Strong back leg. All right, inhale, come back into your warrior two. Find your crescent coming onto the ball of the right foot, right arm, left arm reaches up. Exhale, release the hands to frame the left foot. Left foot goes back. Option for your vinyasa. You guys got this. Little exhale, lower down. Think about squeezing the elbows together. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, we're gonna piece this together. We're adding on. We're gonna go a little bit faster this time. Inhale, right toes go up towards the sky. Exhale, bring them in between the hands. We'll inhale, open up, warrior two. Stay for the exhale. Next inhale, reverse the palm, reverse the warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Extend in side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Stay for the exhale. We'll inhale, come into your crescent lunge. Reach the arms up towards the sky. This time, really ground down through the front foot. Open up the heart, cactus out the arms. Think strong left glute, elbows up towards the sky. We'll inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the hands to frame the right foot. Right foot goes back, high plank position. It's your flow, it's your journey. We'll exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath, inhale. Slow exhale, inhale, left toes go up. Exhale, bring them through in between the hands. Inhale, warrior two. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, flip the palm, reverse. We'll exhale, side angle. Reach the right arm up. Extend the right hand towards the top of the mat. Inhale, come back, warrior two. Coming into your crescent lunge, reach the arms up towards the sky. Ground down through the front foot. Engage the right glute. We find our cactus, open up the heart. Think chest up towards the sky. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower the hands down. Frame the foot. We come into our plank position. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push up and back, downward facing dog. All right. Next flow, we're gonna add something else. Inhale, right toes up towards the sky. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands. Inhale, warrior two. Reverse the palm, reverse your warrior. Inhale, come back into your warrior two. Exhale, side angle stretch. We'll inhale, warrior two. Crescent lunge. Ground down through the feet. Open the heart. You'll come back up. This time we'll straighten the right leg. See if the left foot can come down. We'll exhale, fold over the front leg. It's a long pyramid. So notice that the right hip is moving towards the right side of the mat. See if you can draw the right hip towards the midline and back. We'll inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, bend the right knee. The left foot goes back and we fold over the legs. Inhale, root to rise, reach up. Exhale, draw the hands through to heart center. All right, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, hopper step to the back of the mat. We'll lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, push up and back, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, left toes go up towards the sky. Really find the point. Exhale, draw the knee in towards the chest. Plant the foot in between the hands. Open up, warrior two. We'll inhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle stretch. We'll inhale, come back into your warrior two. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Straighten the left leg, right heel goes back. We'll reach the arms forward, find your long pyramid. Maybe you walk that back foot in, all 10 toes towards the top of the mat, and we fold over this leg. Notice what the left hip is doing here. If it's pushed out to the left side of the mat, think about drawing it towards the midline and back towards the back of your mat. Let the head hang heavy. We'll inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend into the left knee. Right foot meets it at the top of the mat. And fold. Let it go. From here, we'll walk the feet about hip distance apart. Keep a bend in the knees so we have this connection of belly to thigh. And then lift the right toes off the mat. We're going to bring the right hand underneath the foot so the toes are in the crease of the wrist here. You can find a little massage. We'll do the same thing on the opposite side here. So left hand comes underneath left foot, and we let the toes come towards the crease. I like to give them a little wiggle and massage my wrist. Okay, we'll inhale, halfway lift. So think about straightening the legs, draw the navel in, and we have straight arms. Gaze at the top of the mat. Notice if you're lifting too much, see if you can neutralize the spine slightly. All right, so from here, you can stay here and just let the head hang heavy, drawing the chin towards the chest, and see if you can just relax the elbows to the outer edges of the mat. If this is good, this is enough, stay here. This feels great. If you want a little bit more, we'll come back to straight back, straight legs. And then on the exhale, keeping the legs straight, allow the elbows to splay towards the sides, and then we allow the head to come down. Think about drawing the belly towards the thigh, finding that connection. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Remove the hands from underneath the feet and fold. Bend the knees generously. All right, inhale, reach to rise. Really reach up. Ground down through the feet, palms are facing one another, and the shoulders are up towards our ears. Think about finding this length through the side body by reaching the fingertips. Tailbone is rooted towards the heels of the feet, drawing the pubic bone up towards the navel. The right hand's gonna grab for the left wrist here. We'll inhale, reach up towards the sky. On the exhale, we're finding the side body stretch, so press the left hip over towards the left side of the mat. Gaze is past the left shoulder. We're just creating this opening. Notice if you find this rounding through the back, see if you can press the hips, the chest forward. We'll inhale, come back to center, release the grip. This time, left hand finds the right wrist, and then exhale, we find the side body stretch. So ground down through the right foot, press the right hip towards the right side of the mat, and then we're just spinning our chest open. Big breath in, slow release, let it go. We'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, find the fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we'll plant the hands, hop or step to the back of the mat. It's a downward facing dog. From here, begin to release the forearms onto the mat, coming into a dolphin pose. So elbows are shoulder width apart, and then we begin to walk our feet in so that our shoulders are in line with our elbows. This can be a lot. You can keep a bend in the knees if you need to, and think about lifting the tailbone up towards the sky. Release the head. Really press into the elbows, into the forearms. Notice if you're sinking here, you really want to find that engagement. Maybe a slight rounding through the upper back here. Draw the chin in towards the chest. If you need to release the knees down at any moment, go ahead and do that, but we're really trying to find this endurance. Press into the forearms. Maybe the legs are straight. One more breath here. Inhale. Slow exhale. Release the knees onto the mat. Allow the legs to come together. Walk the hands to the top of the mat, forehead down. We're in this child's pose. Exhale, release the hands alongside the body. The palms are going to face up. Let the shoulder blades melt away from one another. And finding this release. Noticing where the mind goes when we hold these difficult postures. We're holding planks, doing the vinyasas, really working through our shoulders, our arms. Okay, we'll take a deep breath in. Slow exhale, let it go. Bring the hands back to the top of the mat. Begin to lift back into your tabletop position. We're gonna find that dolphin one more time. Find this from tabletop position. So lower the forearms down onto the mat. A good way to find if your shoulder distance apart is to bring the hands to opposite elbows here. So from here, that should be about the distance you want your elbows from one another. And then bring the hands back so they're parallel to one another. Hands are spread wide. Tuck the toes here. Press into the hands, press into the forearms, and we're lifting the hips up towards the sky. Straightening the legs as much as we can. Start to shift the shoulders over the elbows. And then allow the head to just get heavy. So we're looking at our toes behind us, the crown of the head's towards the mat. And you can walk the feet in a little bit more. Finding your edge here. And once you arrive, again, we're really pressing our arms into the mat. This is not an easy pose. It's hard to talk. Draw the chin in towards the chest. We're here for 5. Breathe for 4. 2. And 1. Release the knees down onto the mat. Finding that child's pose again, however you like. I like to bring the hands alongside the body, releasing the shoulders down, allowing the belly and the chest to relax onto the thighs, opening up through the back body. All right, inhale, arms come up towards the top of the mat. Coming into your tabletop position, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. It's a downward facing dog. All right, I'm gonna do a little flow, and then we're gonna work into coming into Pincha. And we'll bring the toes to kiss. Ground down through the left foot, right toes go up towards the sky, point the toes. We'll exhale, draw the knee in towards the chest, plant the right foot in between the hands. This back foot is coming into a warrior 1 position, so it's about 45 degrees. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. This left hip is gonna go towards the top of the mat, so maybe the toes come in slightly. You can walk the foot in, bend through the right knee. Inhale, really reach up towards the sky, engage this left glute. On the exhale, we'll release the hands behind the back and release the fingers. Draw the fist back. We're gonna find this heart opening here by lifting the chest up towards the sky and pulling the fist down. You're really grounding down through both feet. Inhale, come back to center. On the exhale, shift the chest forward. We're finding our humble warrior. So the fist package can go up towards the sky. The shoulder and knee are pressing in towards one another. It's supporting you. Release the head. And notice again, what is this right outer hip doing? See if you can bring it towards the midline. And breathe. This is the most important part of our practice. All right, grounding down through the feet. We're gonna inhale our body up, palms are gonna go down. So inhale, reach. Let the fist guide you up. All right, release the bind. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Gaze forward and then straighten the right leg. We'll inhale, reach, 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 reach. And keep the hands facing one another, and then on the exhale, begin to fold forward, like you're holding a ball in your hands. Micro bend in the right knee. We're gonna find this half fold here, and then exhale, release the hands down to frame the right foot. We fold. Finding the shape we did earlier. Elbows are soft. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Left foot meets the right at the top of the mat. And we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach to rise, reach up. Exhale, release the hands down. We'll find the interlace of the hands, open the heart by lifting it up towards the sky and then bringing the fist down. Opening up through our throat. Noticing the restriction in the breath. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, keeping the hands exactly where it's at. We're going to find our fold. Release the hands onto the small of the back and then onto the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, hop or step to the back of the mat. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. We got this. Ground down through the right foot, left toes go up towards the sky. Really point the toes. Exhale, draw that knee in close to the body. Release the left foot in between the hands. Spin this back foot into a 45-degree angle. So in our warrior one, you can be traditionally heel to heel alignment, or you can just find that little train track here. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Think about drawing that right hip forward and the left hip back. Notice what the rib cage is doing. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky, and then on the exhale, we find the interlace. Maybe you wiggle and fall. I like to, if you can remember, bring the opposite thumb on top. All right, take a breath in, draw the fist back, lift the heart up. Bend into that left knee a little bit more and really engage that right leg and glute. Inhale, come back to center. On the exhale, begin to hinge forward and then release the head down. Left knee and left shoulder are in line. Notice if this left hip is peeling towards the left side of the mat. See if you can draw it back to the midline towards the back of the mat. Take a big breath in and slow breath out. Take a breath in, reach the fist back, allow it to guide you up. And inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. Palms are facing one another. Straighten that left leg. Really ground down through both feet. Find both hips facing the top of your mat. Inhale, reach up, look up. On the exhale, we'll begin to hinge at the hips. Micro bend in that left knee, and we just find this halfway fold. Exhale, release the hands to frame the left foot, and we fold. Draw that left hip back, soften the elbows. Inhale, halfway lift. Look forward. Think about pulling the chest forward, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend into the left knee, right foot steps to the top. And we release, letting it go. Walk the feet to the outer edges of the mat. It's a mayurasana squat. Hands come to heart center. Think about opening up the chest. Tailbone to crown of the head is long. Maybe revisiting that intention before we get into our pincha. Collect your thoughts. Come back to the breath. Okay, release the hands down onto the mat. Toes are facing the top, heels are in line, and we release. Shake the hips side to side. From here, heel toe the feet together, and then hop or step to the back of the mat. Inhale, it's an upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, maybe you walk the feet in a little bit, release the forearms and the elbows down onto the mat. We're gonna come into our pincha. So arms can be parallel. I like to bring my hands in, elbows stay the same. So my hands are gonna come in slightly, or you can keep them parallel in line with the elbows. So the elbows are shoulder width apart. Shift the shoulders over the elbows. I'm gonna come into my preferred way to get in here. So my hands are together, I like to cross my thumbs and then my pointer fingers kiss. I'm not sinking into my shoulders here. So I lift up. I like to bring my gaze out. So instead of drawing it to neutral where we were before, I look at my fingertips. I walk my feet in. From here, I begin to lift my right toes up towards the sky. I am shifting forward. I'm on the ball of my left foot. And then just finding some hops. You can be here. Maybe you have more hops and you see yourself finding a little bit of air time. Maybe you come up. But think about taking a breath in, and then on your breath out is when you kick up. Breathing and release. Release the knees down. Child's pose position. Letting go. We've worked up to this pose. We've opened up our heart. We've opened up the backs of the legs. Strength in our shoulders. Just stay here for a moment. Maybe you massage the forehead by rocking it side to side. All right. We're going to come back into our dolphin and find our pincha on the opposite leg now. So from your tabletop, tuck the toes, lift the hips up. We come to my hand variation here. Walking my feet in, I'm looking past my fingertips here. This time my left toes are gonna go up towards the sky. I'm pointing through my toes, really engaging this left quad, left glute. This is going to lift my leg up even higher. I'm on the ball of my right toes. Maybe I walk my feet in. And then from here, I take a breath in. On my breath out is when I find that little hop. You can stay in stag leg here, but notice if you're dumping into the shoulders, begin to lift out of the shoulders. Notice if you find this curve in the lower back, see if you can lift out of the lower back. You can find knees bent, legs straight, or maybe you find a stag leg here by keeping one straight and one bent. There's plenty of options here to play around with, no matter where you are in your journey. To child's pose if you're out of breath. This time we're going to keep the hands in front of us and then just allow the palms to come up. I feel that this helps me find that release in the shoulders here. The palms are heavy, arms are heavy, and we're just letting it all go. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go. Deep, full breath in. Exhale, let it go. We'll bring the palms back onto the mat. Lift yourself up. We're in a tabletop position. We're going to cross out the ankles, roll back into Dandasana. Legs are out in front of us. Hands come along the hips. We'll press into our hands, lengthen through the spine. Pull the shoulder blades back, crown of the head lifted. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, fold over the legs. Finding the stretch in the back body and in the hamstrings. Releasing, letting go. From here, inhale, come back up, walk the hands to the hips. Scoot your glutes towards the middle of the mat. We're just gonna come onto our back. Walking the feet to the outer edges of the mat and then allow the knees to kiss, closing off our hips here. Notice if the back is lifted, the lower back is lifted. See if you can press the lower back in. Maybe that means walking the heels of the feet in a little bit, or back towards our glutes. Relax the shoulders down so they're melted onto the mat below. Palms are down. Really pressing the back into the mat. So we're very active in this pose right now. Maybe you notice the sensation in the fronts of the legs. All right, walk the feet, hips distance apart, knees are up towards the sky. Walk the heels in towards the glute. We'll bring the hands along the side body here. The feet to the top of the mat. And we'll relax the shoulders down. We're gonna draw this right knee in towards our chest, finding wind removing pose. So let the elbows relax. Draw the knee in as close as you can towards your chest. Point the toes on both feet here. Engage through that left glute. So we're really active through this. Left leg. And then release the heel onto the mat and the toes are flexed. We're gonna draw the right knee towards the right armpit. And then from here, release the right knee over to the left. The right arm's gonna open up, palm is facing up towards the sky, and we gaze past this right shoulder. Flex through the right foot. It's a great place for a block underneath the right knee if you need to. I like to keep my palm facing up here. It just feels really good, or you can draw the palm down. And just noticing what it feels like. Traditionally, we usually have our palm down. Relax the outer left hip. Notice where you're holding tension in your body and let it go. Softening the glutes, the belly, the cheeks, the tongue, the eyes. All right, we'll inhale, gaze goes up towards the sky. Draw the right knee back in towards the chest. The left leg is long. Release the right foot to the top of the mat. Noticing how the right side feels. All right, so we're gonna bring the left knee in towards the chest. Engaging through that right glute. That right leg is super active here. Then release the heel of the right foot down, toes are flexed. Left knee is going towards the left armpit this time. And then we exhale, left arm reaches out, or left knee comes over to the right side. And we're gazing past this left shoulder. Relax the right outer hip. Let the left leg get heavy. We're softening the shoulders towards the mat. Again, the palm can face up or down. And take a breath in. Release, let it go. Slowing down the mind, slowing down the breath. Inhale, gaze back to center. The left knee comes back in towards the chest. Wrap the hands over the shin. And then exhale, release the left knee to meet the right at the top of the mat. We're coming into our final shavasana. So heels of the feet to the outer edges of the mat. Palms are alongside the body. Palms are facing up. Keep the hands, the arms away from the body here. And walking the shoulders down and away from the ears. We relax, we let go. Try not to worry about the practice or what you have ahead of you. And just be here. And drawing your attention to the top of your head, the crown. Noticing what it feels like. Maybe you can feel your hair or your bun. And then notice the point of contact of the back of the head to the mat and the earth below. Feel the heaviness of the shoulders pressing into the mat. The arms alongside the body, a softening in the hands. Noticing the back body and the glutes, the backs of the legs, the calves, the heels of the feet, all sinking in, getting heavier. And noticing your toes feel light, the shins, the knees are soft. The quads are relaxed, the hips are soft and open, and the belly is relaxed. Find the softening in the chest and the shoulders, the neck. The jaw is soft, the tongue is relaxed, and the cheeks are melting away from the face, and the eyes are relaxed. Eyebrows are softened. Third eye is open and relaxed. And just let it go, being here. Allow yourself to sit as long as you need. Whenever you are ready, roll onto your right side, coming into the fetal position, allowing the hands to create a pillow underneath the head, drawing the knees in towards the elbows. Just giving yourself thanks for moving and dedicating this last hour for yourself, to you. Allowing the prana to move through you, the energy. And use the left hand to press you up, coming into an easy seat. Keep the eyes closed or low. Think long spine, crown of the head up towards the sky. We'll inhale, reach the arms up. Allow the hands to come together, and we bring them into heart center, bowing the forehead down. My intention for you today is to feel and to be present. And I hope you explored that in your body and your practice today. From my heart to yours, Loka Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you.